Hi, future millionaires. I'm Marie, and welcome to the Money Research Report podcast, which is sponsored by Dunkin'. Remember to use the app for free rewards and points towards your next purchase. I want to talk to you today about something every investor dreads, and that's making a mistake. But here's the twist. I want you to make mistakes, just cheap ones. Mistakes that cost you $5 now, so it doesn't cost you $5,000 later. Let me tell you about Jake. 3 weeks into investing, he watched his $50 portfolio drop to $47. He panicked. He sold everything. And then the following week, he watched those same stocks bounce back. That $3 panic cost him a valuable lesson about his own emotions. But you know what? Jake's lucky. He learned that lesson for just $3 instead of $3,000. Here are 3 mistakes that every beginning investor makes and why you should make them too while the stakes are still very tiny. Here's mistake number 1, panic selling. This is when your stocks go down and your brain screams, "Get out now!" You'll do this. I did this in my past. Warren Buffett probably did this when he started. But here's what happens. You invest, let's say $10, and it drops down to $9, and suddenly you feel like the world is ending. So you sell, locking in that $1 loss. Then you watch the stock recover and kick yourself because it went right back up to the price. The lesson: markets go up and down like a yo-yo, but over time, the right choices trend upwards. And that $1 loss teaches you more about your emotional triggers than any book you read ever could. Let's talk about the second mistake. So let's not put all your eggs in one basket, is the second mistake. You'll hear about some really hot stock. Maybe it's a company that makes the coolest gadget or that has the highest yield or some kind of trendy app everyone's talking about, and you'll think, this is it. This is my ticket to wealth. You put $25, all that you have, into one stock, and that company has a really bad quarter, or the CEO says something dumb on Twitter, and your investment tanks. Congratulations. You just learned why diversification matters. And it only cost you the price of a high-end pizza. Mistake number 3 is trying to time the market. You'll start thinking you're a genius. And you can predict when stocks go up and when they go down, and you'll wait for that perfect moment to buy or that perfect moment to sell right before a crash. Here's a spoiler. Nobody can time the market, not even you, not even the best of the best. But losing $5 is trying to be clever. That's better than losing $500 or more later when you think you figured it out. Now, here's why these mistakes are actually gifts in disguise. Each one of these mistakes teaches you something crucial about yourself as an investor. They show you how you're going to react under emotional pressure, and it teaches you what triggers you. Is it fear? Is it anxiety? Or is it overconfidence? The key is making these mistakes, but make them very inexpensively. Make cheap mistakes. Better to learn that you're a panic seller and lose $10 than rather you have $10,000 on the line. So here's my counterintuitive advice. Give yourself permission to mess up with these tiny little mistakes. Set aside what I call tuition money, maybe $20. If you're willing to lose it while you're learning, any little $5 or something really tiny, Use that money to experiment. Try buying individual stocks, see how it feels when it goes down. Notice your urge to check your portfolio every 5 minutes. Pay attention to what the financial news does to your stress, because it does increase some stress levels. And paying attention and paying $5 for the world's cheapest MBA in behavioral finance should be a go. Teach yourself now, but this is most important. Keep the money that you have invested in diversified, boring ETFs. This is where your real wealth and your retirement down the road gets built. The experimental money is just for an education. Also, document your mistakes. When you panic sell, when you choose a hot stock, write down what you were thinking and feeling, if that helps with your personal notes, because this is going to become your playbook that you learn from when you forget what you did in a certain instance. Your challenge this week is, if you haven't made a mistake yet, you're probably being too conservative. Take $5 to $10 of your investment money and do something slightly risky. Buy a stock you've heard of or something that you've been tempted to try. I'm not encouraging you to be involved in reckless behavior. I'm just encouraging you to get yourself a cheap education. The goal in mind is to learn about your own psychology when your real money is on the line. In our next episode, we're going to put it all together with a 90-day challenge to grow your portfolio from $1 to $100 through consistent investing, not market magic. I look forward to our next time together. Thank you.